focusing on? Haven't done this in a while. A long while. Time to do the thing where I post it on Discord. Yes. I've done it. Anyway, I'm cooked. I haven't streamed in so long. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. You know, other than drawing. Isn't that cool? And I don't know what to draw, but that's usual. That's normal. You'd think I'd come in with a plan eventually, but no. No. Why would I do that? I mean, I had somewhat of a plan at one point. What was that plan? Well, I had an idea for a single, just one singular creature. So, you know, it's not a very good plan, that's for sure. I also don't know where the heck to put my microphone, where it's not in the most awkward spot ever, so I've already moved it multiple times. It's fine, I'll deal with it. I also don't have anything to really talk about. Hence the drawing. You know, that's a really bad excuse for why I'm drawing. I just like to draw and always draw. So saying that I'm drawing because I don't have anything to talk about is that's just a lie. I just don't know what to talk about. That's the truth. And I've hit my microphone. I don't know where to put it. Ah, yes, I'm sure that won't be an awkward spot for me later. Directly in front of my forehead. I'm sure it's fine. I am not using a reference because I am just not looking one up. I don't know. I don't feel like it. Eventually, I might feel like it, though. Especially if I run out of ideas. Which I think is very likely. Just might take a bit. wait, I forgot to do at notification. Oopsies. My bad. I have to do the Discord bot's job since it doesn't understand live streams for some reason. But I am not one to judge. It can see premieres the instant they appear. Also a little worried that this microphone is picking up my computer fans? Hard to tell. I hope not. I feel like that would be really, really annoying. But also, I really do not know how to alter the sensitivity of this microphone at all, other than, I guess, the computer settings themselves. Just doing a quick detour to do that right now does not seem ideal. If it really is that bad, though, I might do it later. At least it's better than my old microphone, which just had static playing through it at all times. Because why wouldn't it? It was just chill like that. So chill I had to get this new one. I really don't know how much I will be talking because I don't know, I still don't know what to talk about. And I typically am not talking while drawing, if you can believe that. So I don't have much experience doing it. So I imagine there's going to be a whole lot of long pauses. Like the long pause that happened right before this. And is currently happening. I just thought, I wonder if this microphone also picks up the sound of the stylus on the screen, because it's definitely not quiet. That might even be more annoying than the computer fans. Who knows? I mean, I guess I could just listen to the live stream, but I don't want to hear myself. I can't handle that. Is this head a little big? I think so. Time to change that. Good enough. big going non-verbal right now kind of guy. It's just easier that way. For me. I mean, maybe I should maybe make some sort of playlist that can play, so it's not just silence, but I don't know how to do that. I mean, well, I know how to do it in theory. In practice, though, I'm not sure. I might have to look in OBS if I can split audio tracks more than just desktop and mic. So then maybe I could have just audio of a playlist going and not the rest of my computer audio, so if I get like a Discord ping or something, doesn't make everyone listening think that they got a Discord ping. I don't know though. I'd have to look at it. Maybe I'll type in chat that I'm just going like nonverbal and that I do have a microphone. I'm just not talking because I don't know what to talk about. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. There, saved. Reason for my non-verbalness given. maybe I should not have started off with such weird anatomy as the basically first drawing. Kind of making me think. Methinksies. Hello, existential entity. I'm happy you like the surprise stream. Especially after I haven't streamed in, like... Oh, it's gotta be over 3 months by now. For sure. It was... Okay, it's over 5 months, because the last time it was in December. So, okay, I guess over 4 months. And basically 5. Happy to see you here. I don't know what I'm drawing yet. I'm just, doing whatever this is. So, okay, I guess I do know what I'm drawing, that being this, but I don't really have any ideas past this. Because why would I come onto a stream having plans? Foolish. Knowing what I'm gonna do. I had to double check if my audio was working because I honestly did not check that at the beginning. Looks like it is though. Yes, anatomy with no reference. I love doing this to myself. And it always works out super well every time. It has never failed me once. Definitely. Especially with completely normal anatomy like this. Of 6 arms and 2 pecs, but like the top 2 are also shoulders. Yeah, it's never failed me. Perfectly reasonable, definitely. Also, I had a question. Does button presses and the sound of my stylus, is that getting picked up by the microphone? Because I feel like they're pretty loud in real life. I don't know if the mic's picking them up though. I hope not. But hoping in the face of facts doesn't always yield the best results. and sometimes my chair squeaks if I move too much, but I mean, I'm like pretty definitely sure that gets picked up because it is loud. So I'm not trying to move that much. Need WD-40, but whatever. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this schnoz I'm creating. Definitely could use a reference. In which case, instead of doing that, I'll just get rid of it. Yeah, that's a good thought process. I'm sure that will not come back to bite me in any way. Do I have a name in mind for it yet? I do not. I'm kind of terrible at names. Or at least I feel like I'm really terrible at names. I'm a big fan of Untitled. I think it really just rolls off the tongue. If you're talking about the art piece and like not the stream, I guess I have no real ideas for names for either of those though. Sometimes I will very rarely come up with a name mid-drawing, and those are the times I think I have a good name. But a lot of the time I come up with a name afterwards, which is kind of a lot of the reason why I get so many Untitles. I try to avoid Untitles though. Sometimes though I'm just bad at it. Like yesterday. I also don't know if this will be the daily drawing or not. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. I mean, I could just stop this right now and start doing something else. Got plenty of time for this stream. like 3 hours. That's plenty of time. Depends on how finished I want stuff to be, I guess. Which, I mean, normally for the streams, most things don't get too finished. Although take normally with a grain of salt, since there's only like 7 streams before this. Maybe 6. Maybe 8. I don't remember. Maybe I'll start like looking at references after this, who knows. Got a little whack. I think the microphone might have cut off me saying wacky. Well, I can't go back and change it. And it definitely wasn't my fault for accidentally hitting the mute button on the mic. No, it was definitely the mic's fault, for sure. Feel free to come up with a name if you have one, because I can't think of one. I mean, I'm also not trying to think too hard on one yet, other than something to do with 6 arms or 8 limbs, because that's where my mind tends to go with these sorts of things. Super original, I know. Give him a little more hand space and arm space. More stretching room. Do a wee bit of transforming. Fix up these very long arms. I will not fix the long fingers though, those stay. They're integral to the creature design. Oh, what do we say? Call it good enough. Sure, it could use work everywhere, but like I could do more stuff. And more stuff is more fun, right? Unless like actually quote unquote finishing something is considered to be the most fun. Yeah, I'll call this one good for now. Maybe come back to it later. After I finish this hand that I seem to have completely forgot existed. And by finish, I mean, work on it for 30 seconds and call it good. Perfect. Kaiju radioactive symbol. Yeah, you may be right. Banana for scale. This will determine kaiju size. Banana. Yeah, it's pretty big. Banana for scale. Time to do basically this exact same thing again, right next to the original. Except something different on the inside of this block of color. What to do? I know. Draw until I get an idea of what to do. That's my favorite. Big fan of draw until an idea comes to me. And it definitely works every time and definitely does not leave me just drawing myself in circles for a long time sometimes. How tall is the demon character? Would you also like a banana for skill for this guy? Let's see, that is not the banana color. Here's a banana for scale. And now I'm sure you're looking at this and saying that is a terrible banana, and I agree with you, but it's fair scale. It's not meant to be like an edible banana, you know? It's a scale banana. Banana. I hope this helps. So he's like, I don't know, a handful of bananas tall. Much, much smaller than the other guy, though. Banana indeed. Could also do like birds for scale, but like that's, who knows how big the birds are then, you know? We all know how big a banana is, roughly. And like I could also put like a ruler out for scale, but no thanks. Name idea for the first one, Chasm Weaver. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I could definitely make it more weavery with threads. And chasm, I mean, I think the chasm part's kind of self-explanatory. I mean, weaver is pretty good too, without threads. Because, you know, there's a couple arms. And it's ideas of like a spider come to mind, which, again, the arms. Much better name than I could have come up with. Congratulations, you get a gold star. I can't actually, like, give you a gold star, but, like, you get a metaphorical gold star. Congratulations. Dar. This guy's he's definitely leaning a little sideways. Easy fix. Okay, maybe it was a little more than a little sideways. It might have been a lot of bit sideways. Now that is a comment that I can't read, not because it's bad, but because I don't know how those letters go together to make a noise other than the end being dar. I mean, I could try to say something, but it'd probably be pretty bad. Pretty bad attempt, at least. And maybe the word's actually just very self-explanatory. Maybe it sounds exactly as it is spelled, which I guess doesn't make it easier for me, but now I'm just yapping to try to fill dead air. I don't know what to talk about. If you couldn't tell by my very large spans of saying nothing. I'm sure that didn't give away that I don't know what to talk about. Maybe I let the art speak for itself. Haha. Yeah. Don't understand little or much English. I use translate. That's fair. Yeah, I don't expect you to be coming in here knowing perfect English. I think it's nice that you're trying, though, with the translate. But yeah, Google Translate, or I guess any translate thing for that matter, not always the best, sadly. And I'm ignorant English speaker that only knows English and like a little bit of German. But I kind of forgot 90% of the German I've learned. So, yeah. Basically just English. And then I guess some numbers in Spanish. Yep, basically an expert. Basically the level of 3-year-old. Probably worse, actually. Uh-oh, banana for scale might get encroached upon. This is quite the predicament. I will save it. Yep. Banana preserved. Scale intact. very long forearms obtained. Good job, thank you. And welcome to the stream. There's going to be probably a decent amount of me not talking because I don't know what to talk about. Just a big art fan. Can I adjust my voice? It's too soft. I can. I could also probably just move my mic because right now it's in a terrible spot. It was at my forehead, so I wasn't really talking into it. And I'm worried that if I talk too loud, it'll burst eardrums. Because I don't know how to do sound balancing properly. Or audio balancing. Same thing. Especially when I'm like clicking buttons, and if those get picked up, I do not want those to be loud. But I can, if I remember how to do it in OBS. Properties, nope. Advanced audio properties, yes. To 120%, maybe. I have raised it, not much, but I did raise it. I would be saying more stuff to test it, but I mean, I feel like just saying test is over and over again. It's kind of, I mean, it would work, but I don't know. Just tell me if it is still too quiet, and I can raise it more. Even though I'm not talking too much. At least I don't feel like I'm talking too much. can definitely tell the mic's at least picking up some of my button clicking. I can't tell how loud it actually is, but I can tell the microphone hears it. Not ideal, but I don't know how to fix it, so I am stuck with it for now. I would like to draw pictures. Okay, have fun drawing whatever you want to draw. And thank you for stopping by. I think I'm going to try to live stream for 3-ish hours. If I can keep having ideas for that long, I guess that is. I don't know how feasible that will be for me. We will see. I mean, I guess if it gets too bad, I can just go back to the old drawings and work on them more, but I don't know. I didn't plan any of this. I just thought, hey, I should actually stream for once in a blue moon. I was also thinking of maybe dual streaming to Twitch, but then I would also have to figure out how to stream to Twitch. And I don't know how that's gonna go. And I should really get something other than just my voice as sound, because I can't imagine the dead silence half the time is fun to watch or listen to. I guess there's plenty to watch. Okay, plenty might be that might be too much to say. There is something to watch. I was also thinking of looking at I think it's Streamlabs, the overlay thing when streaming. I think there could be some interesting stuff to do with that. I mean, I'd have to figure it all out, but in theory, it would be very cool to have stuff happen on screen when stuff in the chat or whatever interactions occur. And I could do transitions from, I don't know, there's like no reason for me to use a transition, I'm gonna be real. If I make like a be right back screen, but I don't plan on leaving too much unless something unexpected happens. But I guess you never know. Probably be smart to have just in case. Again, for something unexpected. I also realized that I'm not really putting where I'm drawing in the middle of the screen because I have my mic in a odd spot. So, my bad. Try to fix that a bit. So I'm just looking at what my mic is picking up, and I have a feeling it is my super loud computer fans, which I am not too happy about. Sure, that's good enough. That's good enough. Lay it. Eep. Back to not knowing what to do. This is my favorite part. Yes. Perfect drawing of equal quality to the other ones. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, I know. Most difficult character to draw. And the gnome. Yep, perfect. Now, is this the part where I look up references to get ideas of what to draw? No. I don't want to do that. I am kind of falling apart though. And it's only an hour in. No. Yeah, I could probably do another one of these. What color? Green? Purple? Can do a purple. Ooh, that's interesting. Although I probably shouldn't be surprised. Purple. Green. Pinky. Purple. I've never done one of these with purple. These painterly one layer thingies. So I don't know how this one will look. I guess I also don't really have an idea of what to draw in it. So So that'll also be somewhat of a surprise. I mean, I got kind of an idea, not for the body, but for the head, as you can tell by me doing, you know, a head. Well, not much of a head yet. It's kind of like a bottom jaw and kind of a top jaw. And that's it. Give it a horn. Like some kind of dragon thing. I feel like I should give this some more room. So I will. I might be messing up the banana for scale, but for the blue one, but it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Put on some Terror music for real? I totally would if I had a playlist for it. I mean, hold on. I technically might. It might take a bit to put together, though. And also, if I get any Discord pings, you're gonna hear them. Or any other desktop pings. I guess I could quit Discord. That's definitely an option. That's probably the smart option. I might quit Discord. This one, and then this one, and then this. And then if I do this, the problem is that they will absolutely not be random. They will for sure not be random Terraria songs. They will be in order. And they're gonna stay in order because I don't know how to do this quickly to where it would be not in order. Also, it is so loud for me. Okay, so there should now, in theory, be Terraria music playing. I don't know how loud. Probably very. Yell at me for how loud, because right now OBS is saying that this is like really loud. I mean, I guess I could listen to it myself, but then if I listen to it on the computer... Hello, Nipsey. Please tell me how this music is going, because I don't know, can hear it very easily over the music. Okay, good. I'm glad. It is... I have it at... What is this? Negative 20 decibels in OBS, and it still looks really loud, so... You know, I also have it playing at a volume of 2 in the audio player. So, you know, that's also something. Did it just play? Wait, hold on. Do I have to? It might be just playing Eclipse over and over again. Hold on. It's just playing Eclipse over. How do I do this? Shuffle. Oh. Nope, this is still just Eclipse. I am not an audio engineer. Why? I should at least play like a funny one like Underground if I'm gonna be testing this. Oh, still just underground. How? Does anyone know how to make a playlist in Media Player? On the fly. I'm so cooked. Oh, I did it. Yes. I did it. Completely on accident. I just had to, instead of clicking the song and opening it, I had to go to the top of the files and open with program in Media Player. And I think it works now. Yes. Okay, it seems to work now. Yippee. Now there's music, and it's not just going to play Eclipse, and Eclipse, and Eclipse, and Eclipse. Thank you everyone for being here on this momentous occasion. Now there's background music. And it will be just Terraria. As it should be. I hope there's no objections to just Terraria music. I might have to fight you metaphorically, if there are. I'm not a big physical fighter kind of person. Back to this weird pink purple dragon guy. Guys, come inside from trimming trees. He's streaming. Guys, sick. Yes, sir. I kind of wanted to stream like a week ago too, and then the anxiety of me doing it got to me, so I didn't. Even though it's not even like stressful at all. Other than that whole clicking start stream button, that part gets me. Especially since I haven't done it in 5 months. Had to check calendar. That's not gonna win. Terraria music is dope. Yes, it is. I agree. And Relogic's chill like that and let me just use it technically. And by let me just use it, they don't copyright strike me and rip my flesh from my bones for using their songs. Unlike some other companies, like every popular song and basically all non-video game music. You'll fight the anxiety for me? Thank you so much. I need that. For real. Oh, my dog is whining at my door. 1 second. I think he wants to go out. He's yelling at me. I will be back in, hopefully less than a minute. The dog is outside. I turned off my mic, but I don't know if you could hear any of his yelping. His cries for the outside wilderness. I hope it wasn't boring anymore with me gone due to Terraria music. Huge quality improvement of the stream. Wings. Dragons have wings, as we all know of the real creature dragon that exists in our world. Ignore this one little oopsie doopsie spot. Ignore me hitting my microphone with a stylus. That's what we call a little oopsie doopsie. Huge update, WDevs for adding Terraria music. So true. And now that I know how the heck to do playlists, I can like add in Binding of Isaac music and other stuff. More Terraria tracks, because right now I only have like, how many is this? 10? That's more than I thought, honestly. I do not think I had that many. But huge W, honestly. This, just looking at this guy's body, he's looking a little thin. Love the Liza P soundtrack. Now I did happen to listen to one of those songs last night. Pretty good, pretty good. I hit my microphone with the stylus again. This is becoming a problem. I've moved the microphone to now a more awkward spot for talking into, but less awkward for hitting with stylus. So, you know, I'm basically a professional streamer. You know, there's music now, and I'm not gonna hit my microphone with the stylus. That's like all you need to be a professional, right? Music and not smacking your microphone over and over and over again. And nothing else. I'm sure that's basically all you need. This dragon could use wing and membrane. Maybe I should do a different color of that. That might be smart. Tastefully smacking the mic is peak. Okay, but what if it was not tasteful? What if it was just like abhorrently tapping the microphone? Is that not chill? The tasteful tapping is chill, but because what I'm doing, I don't think it's tasteful. I'm gonna be real. I will throw myself under the bus. I will not take this free layup from you. Perfect setup, and I will smack it down so we do not score the point. Not tasteful, it's worthy of war. That's pretty serious. Very, very serious indeed. Then yeah, it was all tasteful. Definitely. Yeah, no. Very tasteful. Give this guy an eyeball. I'm sure he wants to see things. See places. See where he is in this weird purple void place. The tasteful purple void. We do a little bit of canvas flipping in this household. Kind of a big fan of canvas flipping, if you couldn't tell by me continually canvas flipping. Vito! Don't worry, if you came like even 20 minutes ago, there was no music. It was really sad. So yeah, this is actually the perfect time. And now there's Terraria music. Yippee! Also, the Discord bot does not see live streams until they're over. So, I kind of had to do it myself. Never sad. I don't know, it was kind of sad when there was, like, 10 minutes of silence in between things I said. Because I didn't know what to talk about. And I also had only one cool drawing done. Well, actually not even. I was working on one cool drawing. Surprise stream equals free happiness. Yippee. Dopamine. Gambling. This is gambling. The gamble stream. We're gambling now. What shenanigans are happening today? You know, I don't know. I had zero plans coming in here other than I made a 3000 by 3000 canvas. Those are my plans. 300 PPI. 100 on red. That's a good bet. Alright, hold on. Wait, that's not gonna work. Dang it, I was gonna bring up a wheel and put it, you know, red and black. And then I realized that the way I'm streaming, I'd have to completely change the capture to do that. Because I'm streaming Krita and not the screen Krita is on. Oopsies. Someone else just tell him if you won or not. That's how gambling works, right? Whoever wants to be the house gets to decide. Gambling mentioned Hikari mode activated for the next 4 minutes, and I don't remember the seconds. Hikari is effectively immortal. I messed it up. I ruined it. It's over. I'm cooked. Art and gambling seems like a great stream to you. Yeah. Yep. Just don't let YouTube know it's a gambling stream. I don't think they like that. This is not Kick, so they'd unperson me if they found out there was gambling. So anyway, I will continue to say gambling into the microphone. And I'm sure you guys will continue to say gambling in the chat. So YouTube will be none the wiser. There is now a lawnmower going on outside my house. I'm sure that will just sound great in the microphone. It's that time of year again. Perfect day to stream. Did someone mention gambling? No. But yes, it's gambling. So much gambling. Just an absurd amount of gambling. Okay, you can't hear it? That's really good, because it's pretty loud to me. Through my headphones. I mean, I guess I could literally just look at OBS to see what the heck it's hearing. This tells me nothing. No, actually. It looks about the same as when there was no lawnmower going, so. Yippee! big fan of no lawnmower sound in the microphone. Purple. Purple and green. Big split complementary kind of guy for colors. And the other form of complementary, stupid, stinky, regular complementary, yucky. All about that split complementary. And triads, I guess, rarely, sometimes. They're chill too. But they don't hold a candle to split complementary. I'm sorry for saying all that stuff for people who have zero idea about color theory. All you need to know is color go good together. There's your lesson in color theory for today. Riveting stuff, I know. Really insightful, even. Lizard with wings, cool eyes. You need to be picked next for Wee Wednesday. And you see a robot, otherwise I'm not sure what I'll do. No, that a small stick will get your wrath? No! What did that stick ever do to you? Also, I can't guarantee anything. The wheel does what the wheel wants. So when some people like give me an idea and then it immediately gets chosen, that's the wheel's, that's what the wheel said. I've only thought about rigging it, but I haven't. Can you fight the wheel? The wheel's a kind of a busy guy. I don't know if his schedule's open for that, you know. But if you can find a way to make it happen, you know, I'm sure the wheel would be happy to fight you. Just remember that the embodiment of the wheel is like one of the drawings, so like you'd probably be fighting that guy. So I mean you could prepare. I don't really get the whole abilities of the wheel, but I think it'd be pretty strong. Can you bring your own window and open up his schedule a bit? I mean, you can try, for sure. He's very booked on Wednesdays, though. That much I can tell you for sure. Zero free time on Wednesday. I think your best bets are like a Friday. Otherwise, you might not get in for, I don't know, a couple of years even. It's like, he's real booked. Like, I booked him every Wednesday. Not like the whole Wednesday, only a little bit, but other people booked him Wednesdays too. So I know a little bit about his schedule. The wheel fears no man. That's true. Your battle will be legendary. That the small frog on a baseball bat, as I slam dunked it through a hula hoop. Whoop! Slam dunking a small frog on a baseball bat through a hula hoop. Vicious. I don't know what the heck I'm doing with this guy's teeth right now. Let's just say it's like a goblin shark or something. It's just got like multiple rows of teeth. You know, dragon things. Looks like whale teeth or bristles. I don't know what they are called. I used baleen, I think is what they're called. Or maybe baleen is just the type of whale that has those teeth. I looked this up for the 3-year anniversary drawing. Get Bailey and Sky Leviathan. They ate too much toothbrushes. No. I hate it when I eat too many toothbrushes and my teeth turn into whatever the heck that is. It's a serious medical condition. Got ourselves a house just here. Get him. No! No, please! I just look up interesting stuff. And also I needed to come up with a name for that day, so I had to look up what they were called. No! At least I'm not a geologist. Am I right, fellas? Because I'd be easily defeated by a wooden baseball bat. Because I wouldn't be able to see it. We've all seen the video, right? We've all seen the video. Everyone, we've all seen the video. Spiky dragon. It's all coming together now. No wonder why he's a master in anatomy. Yep, master in anatomy. Yep, that's what they call me. Yep, Do not look at any of the anatomy I've done recently. Except the stuff I used a reference for. You can look at that all you want. However, I will not tell you which ones had references. Oh, you're no, I said I'm not a geologist. No, I'm not a geologist. See, I'd be too weak if I were a geologist, because, like, you blowing away the dirt I'd be studying on would ruin me. Financially, mentally, metaphysically. Just absolutely destroy me. And also, you could, like, hit me with a wooden baseball bat that I couldn't see because I can only see rocks if I was a geologist. As we all know, geologists can only see rocks. Dragon is looking a little goofy in the body region. Probably because I haven't worked on it that much. But that's neither here nor there. Man, if only I had a real dragon to look at. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't use references when I'm doing this. Unless I get desperate. Which is not a good strat. I don't recommend doing that. Use references. Do as I say, not as I do. They're like good or something. They help, I promise. Great Depression. So true, so true. Now, because of YouTube's delay, I don't know what exactly you're referring to with Great Depression, but I'm gonna assume it was either when I talked about if I was a geologist I'd get ruined by getting rid of the dirt, or something with the references. And I will blame YouTube for any miscommunications. Thank you, YouTube. Above Great Depression. Okay, so it was the geologist thing. You know, I'm no geologist. Ran out of space to type. Oh, it makes even more sense now. Really? You can only comment that much on a YouTube live comment? Interesting. The ASCII artists are probably crying. I can't imagine you can get too much ASCII art with that amount of characters. I could be very wrong, though. Just series racks as a form of payment. You know, I don't know why. I just like didn't read that. You know, 2 seconds. Yeah, they probably do use rocks as a form of payment. Type more in comments, but you're limited to. That's a scam. 250 characters in chat is a huge scam. How are you supposed to write a novel now? Other than in like 500 parts, and that's no fun. And of course rare rocks cost more. Like, have you seen gold? Gold, crazy expensive. So expensive that even non-geologists are like, ooh, gold. People just like shiny rocks. Dragons still kind of lacking in the body department, and I only have myself to blame due to, you know, not giving him a proper body. Here's a hind leg for you, pal. And here's a second one. There you go. I mean, I can't write an entire lore of my novel. I'm writing in chat. That's true. Sorry, YouTube says no. I don't care for gold. I like those super smooth river rocks. Now, I'm sorry to say this, but those might not be valued as highly as you want by geologists, unless they got like a little creature that was stuck inside of them for thousands of years. Actually, that might attract archaeologists more so, or paleontologists. There's so many tologists. It'll attract one of the tologists. Just go like, ooh, silly starfish in here. Someone will come in. And yes, I'm sorry, Existential Entity. The lore of your novel. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's just YouTube said no. See, if I could allow you to type 5 million characters in a live chat comment, I would absolutely let that happen, but I'm not allowed to. Did you mention the Venusi or smooth relax or with their weight in gold coin? You did not mention that. That changes everything. But would this not result in the artificial weathering of stones to make them smooth river stones? I'm sorry to say, but this society feels like the economy might crash as soon as people figure out that they can just like fake a smooth river stone weathering process. But I'm no economist. I'm just a guy on the internet who's currently drawing a dragon. With like, these wings are still kind of lacking. I can fix that, maybe. Yeah, I can go into the other drawing. It's fine. It's a real problem. Yeah, I believe it. They have to like stamp the true stones. They have to mint them. And now the forgers are also trying to forge the mint stamp. Get a holographic rock. Harder to fake. Start carbon dating the certain rocks to say that you can only use those. So did you mean for your dragon toothbrush mouth thing to look kind of like the Joker? I'm the Joker, baby. No, I did not mean for that to happen. And if you're talking about the colors, I just use them because split complementary is cool. And I hadn't done a purple one of these one layer thingies where it's, you know, you know. Getting a banana for the scale on the dragon. How big do we think this guy is? Scaled to banana. 100% give him white face paint and red scars. Why I oughta. Let's say here's a banana for scale. There's your banana for scale. There we go. So you know, bigger than let me get the right brush. Bigger than this fella, but much smaller than this fella. I don't really know how white face paint is gonna work. Yes. I'm sure this is exactly what you meant when you asked for this. Nice bright red just directly on top of the painting and actually in any way thought out well. I mean, actually I thought about this really hard. This is basically expert level. It's just like from The Dark Knight. And he's gonna say something like, "I'm the Joker, baby." I don't know how I got these scars, Mr. Bat. The real question is, could the dragon even ask these questions? Because I don't think he's got lips. The great dragon talking mystery. How do they talk with no lips? Is it magic? Is it telepathy, but then they move their mouths as if they were talking? That'd be a weird option. Thought communication? It's true, but then why do all the dragons also move their mouths? Well, I guess I shouldn't say all the dragons. But some of the dragons also move their mouths. They just do it as an act. That might be the funny option, honestly. For funsies, so true. They need a little funsies too. What next? Blue, brownie, red, purple. Green. Big green fan. Green. It's like how people who use sign language sometimes move their mouths to show people who can read lips what they're saying. That's true, that's true. But then again, that brings up the no lips thing. They just do it to feel included? You may never know the true reason. Just like I may never know what the heck I'm gonna draw right now because it's one of those start and drawn things. Yep, no, this has gone perfectly well. Gween. What if they have to forage for materials to build themselves lips? That I don't like that idea. I don't like imagining that idea. Do you think dragons know and can use sign language? If they have like human hands, probably. If they have like little reptile hands though, probably not. Or at least for the doing part. Understanding? Maybe. I mean, if the dragons are, intelligent enough to use communication through thoughts, they can probably learn sign language. At least knowing it, maybe not doing it, again, depending on the hands. I'm not a dragon biologist. This is why I'm asking these questions. I was hoping one of you guys were a dragon biologist. Because as we all know, the dragon biologists, real job, real profession. Because real creatures. I'm gonna be real right now with this green one. I don't know what I'm doing. I at least had some idea for all the other ones. This one I got nothing. What if they can use tongue clicks? That's true. Like, I mean, they could be speaking like whales, just making loud noises, but I don't know. Could be tongue clicks, like if they use a tongue click, like a flint and steel, to light a gas to breathe fire. They might just use it for communication when they're not breathing fire. Have to find a dragon and ask him. The Morse code dragon. The dragon code breakers. Military combat dragon. Which I guess would probably just be a normal dragon. I'd say they tend to be combat ready. I found the right green. Yippee! It's really looking. Wow, this white space isn't awkward at all. What if they speak through interpretive trance? That was not one of the things that I thought of. What if they do? That would be something. Do bees speak through interpretive dance? And pheromones? Like, would you consider the way bees talk to be interpretive dance? I think that's a funnier way of thinking of how bees talk. Well, communicate, not talk. They do not talk. What if they use the salsa? What if just a dragon starts doing the robot, and then all the other dragons start doing the salsa to show that they agree? Now that would be something. And then they talk normally. Well, they talk using human language to humans as if they weren't just dancing to communicate. Also, side quest, can you make fishy, but fishy like really, really strong and go to the gym, but he's fishy so he can't lift weights. So he just used fish treadmill. You want me to make fishy, but make him use a fish treadmill at a gym. Am I understanding this correctly? And by fishy, do you just mean any fish, or do you have like a specific fish in mind? I thought went to fish face. Up to you. You just like fishy. Just like fishy, huh? So a fish treadmill would be like. So his treadmill would. That is not the right color, and also I have the layer locked. Good job, me. Be like, and then appears water. Like this up here. This is water. And then there's, a waterfall. And actually, this should probably be Really making me come up with fish treadmill. Please. It's an eraser. Does this seem reasonable to be a fish treadmill of some sort? And then obviously there'd be a pump back upwards. And you would be able to change the incline. That seems reasonable, right? Oh, and then of course I'll put a grate on it. I was just going to leave it open, so if you did not swim fast enough, you just got sucked into the pump, but that probably would not be good for business. Water. Of course, there's a fish treadmill. Don't you know Fish Gym Basics 101? Sadly, I skipped that class. I don't know the Fish Gym Basics 101. I went right to 102. Now, fishy. Which fishy? What fishy should it be? I know. A completely normal oarfish. With legs. I don't remember how the heck an oarfish looks. Something like this, I think. Was this the fishy that you had in mind? The oarfishy. Very oarfishy. As opposed to very strong and muscular generic drawn fish. Outside of I may continue. Hello, fishy. Terraria walking fish. Yep, perfect. That you can still definitely tell that that's a fish for sure. Definitely, yeah, no, definitely, yeah. Fish. Side quest complete. How much XP do I get from the side quest? And it better not be like no XP, but silly cosmetic I'll never use. I get the fish treadmill in my house. I mean, sure, fish treadmill in the house might be kind of cool as a reward, but like, I'd rather get closer to leveling up, you know? I was going for more craggly or broken, and it kind of just looks like fur, but like matted fur. Just trust the process or whatever. Am I right? It'll all turn out. Get metaphorical gold star. Yes! 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 Nail down the head, 5 XP. The hat, like that one, really cool. Hot Wheels hat. Yes! Yes! Hot Wheels hat. With the car moving on it. Just a fridge treadmill with a live fish getting swole. Alright, this well worth it. Well worth it. W reward, W side quest. W XP, only need 20,000 more to level up or whatever. Almost there. This guy's got some spindly legs. And arm, and he's just very spindly. This guy clearly did not use the fish treadmill. That much I can tell you for sure. Also green, which doesn't really have anything to do with not using the fish treadmill, but it is true. Some of this and do some of this. Next side quest, drive to another planet. Ooh. That's so much XP. And a fake golden steering wheel? No way. Must complete in a day. Evolved fishy who didn't get enough protein. That's true. True. So true. Walking on land did not get enough protein before going to land. And now, spindly. Sadly, I think I might just have to let that side quest sit in my quest bar, though. I'll get him next time. However, I will try to help this fishy that did not get enough protein. I won't, you know, give him any more muscle mass or anything, but I'll make him look better without it. If you can hear how I'm not confident, it's because I'm not confident. I hope that helps. Kind of looks like a demonic big bird from Sesame Street. You know Grouchland? Have you ever seen the Grouchland movie? It's Big Bird from Grouchland. But also no protein. Or fish treadmill. Zooming in did not help. Can't say you've ever seen that movie. It is a very old movie at this point, probably. I don't know the last time I saw it. In fact, it might even be a false memory, but I'm pretty sure there was a movie where they went to Grouchland, which is just in the trash can. I might be completely misremembering that though. And it would be like really funny if it was that's my memory of the Black Crystal or whatever. I don't think it is. The Grouchland movie? Yes, I'm not crazy. Thank you, thank you. I could not tell you anything about the plot because I don't remember it, but I remember Grouchland. I also don't remember if it was actually called like Grouchland, like as its title, but I mean, hey look, existential entity knows. So it's probably something similar to Grouchland. I mean, I could just look it up and find out what it was actually called, but you know what, I will. Grouchland movie. The Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland. It's basically Grouchland. Let's go to Grouchland. I mean, that is much closer than me just saying Grouchland. Oh no, that was it. Yep. The Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland. 5.8 out of 10 on IMDb. Yeah. I'm not surprised on that, even though I don't remember anything that happened in it. Just remember playing the Sesame Street game on Xbox 360 infrared scanning game where you helped Grouch with something far tucked in your mind and you can't remember. Hey, Grouchland was pretty far tucked in my memory until you brought up Big Bird and Sesame Street, and then I looked at this and saw it was green. So I was like the Grouches. Also, I might be crazy, but I think that some of the plot of the Grouchland movie was Elmo had to get his blanket back, I think. That's a much bigger pull from the depths of my memory, though, than there being a Grouchland movie at all. So, I mean, I'd say that is 10 times more likely to be a fake memory than, you know, the Grouchland movie. And this time, I will not be looking up the actual plot summary of The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland. Google. The villain Huxley is a selfish meanie who sends Elmo to the dark tunnel after... I was right! I probably haven't seen that movie since I was like 6 or something. I can't believe I remember that. However, if you told me or asked me what the villain's name was, I would have never, ever said Huxley. I don't even remember what the villain looks like, other than he might be brown and have a unibrow or something. The movie was made in 99. Well, let me tell you, I definitely did not see it when it came out. It would have been, impossible for me to see it when it came out. But I did see it at some point. I don't know what I'm doing with this guy's body, by the way. I'm just doing stuff. Like all the other ones, I kind of had an idea as I was going, but I don't know what this is. I'm gonna be real. I wonder if you can hear my dog barking outside. He's louder than the lawnmower. It's not Elmo's World plot, it's the Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland plot. Big, huge difference. See, Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland was goated. Goated enough for me to remember that it existed, at least. And remember the main plot point, and that's it. So, it's the best Elmo movie ever made. Definitely not the best Muppet movie, though. Like, it doesn't even have Am I a Man or Am I a Muppet in it. And don't hit me with the Sesame Street's not Muppets, because they're like basically Muppets made by the same guy, and I'm pretty sure they've crossed over multiple times. Remember Ernest Goes to Camp? Nope. I do not. I mean, the fact that I remembered Grouchland, though, that's crazy. That might be like the only movie from as a child that I remember. So as soon as you start bringing up any other movie, I'm out. I'm out. I have to tag someone else in. Other than like this one letter factory movie that had frogs in it. Hold on. And Ernest Goes to Camp. I have definitely not seen this. You only know Grouchland? That's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't tell you a single other Sesame Street movie other than Grouchland. I mean, they definitely existed, I assume, but I don't know. You know, I'm pretty happy with the story music. Much better than sitting in silence with my own thoughts and you guys. I got Ernest Goes to Camp and Ernest Scared Stupid were made in the 80s. There's another one. You know, they just made like, I can't believe they're that old. They just like made good movies back in the day. And as long as you ignore all the good movies made now, they only make bad movies, so. And if you ignore all the bad movies made back in the day, they only made good movies back then, so. It's pretty incredible. But they didn't have things like Chicken Jockey. That's a product of today. They were missing out. Sorry if I gave anyone movie theater PTSDs by going Chicken Jockey. I just think it's funny. Chicken Jockey. I'm trapped in a loop. I'm trapped in a loop. I personally believe that movies, in terms of animated movies, hit their peak around the time of like Toy Story when it comes to 3D animation. But def like Fox and the Hunter for 2D. I agree with the 2D. Well, actually, Miyazaki kind of still going crazy. Well, until he retired after Boy and a Heron. He was still going crazy for 2D at least. However, peaking 3D at Toy Story goes kind of crazy, since that was like the first 3D movie. Unless you mean like Toy Story 2 or 3. Like, although I haven't seen it, I mean, Wild Robot looks really good. And Flow, also haven't seen that one, but it looks really good. I am a bigger fan of 2D though. If you couldn't guess by me, wasn't right. Wild Robot was definitely 3D. You might be crazy. I mean, they did it in a more stylized way, like the Puss in Boots: Last Wish. They don't do 2D anymore because it's sad and depressing now. Like, the last one doing good 2D stuff was Miyazaki. And, probably other foreign films that I don't know of. Foreign to me, in America at least. Just a wee bit of cultural ignorance or whatever. I don't know where to go with this green creature. And probably not there. Should I be? It's probably good. That's probably good enough. Now maybe at the days of Ernst going to camp in The Lion King. That's true. The new one is pretty poopy. Don't worry, Snow White did so bad that they canceled a bunch of other live-action remakes they were making. We've won. They're finally gonna stop remaking old stuff, but in bad live-action. Or, I guess, good live-action with terrible CGI trying to be live-action. Because, I mean, how can you do bad live-action, you know? Like, actual live-action, not the horrible, and they screwed up Lilo and Stitch. I don't know if that's out yet, but I heard people were excited for that one at least. For the most part. But then again, I'm not really staying on top of live action remakes of stuff because I don't care. Is it worse than the original? Yeah, probably. Is it like better than most of the other live action remakes? Maybe. I have no idea. Alright, this is the part where you guys give me your opinion and I take it on as my own. So like, you said it's bad, so that inclines me to believe it must be bad. It's how they mess it up so bad, it's just sad. Alright, I agree with you then. It is bad. I will not see it. And I wasn't going to see it before, but this strengthens my not wanting to see it. You were really hoping it would be good? Yeah. I feel like everyone was hoping it would be good. Finally put one win on the live action remake, but nope. Another L. From what I understand, they messed up Lilo and Stitch by making Bubbles the antagonist instead of the alien. They made Bubbles the antagonist? Honestly, and this might be a crazy take, I feel like I haven't seen like a really good Disney movie in quite a while since like Atlantis and Lilo and Stitch. I assume original Lilo and Stitch. And Atlantis was cool. Too bad that it did poorly at the box office, so they said never again, except the direct-to-DVD sequel. Or maybe it was VHS. I don't remember how old it was. Probably VHS. Yes, doing the suit with the earpiece. Yeah, I remember him from Lilo and Stitch. I remember him being more of a side character, though. I might be going crazy. Treasure Planet was also sick. That's true. That's true. There was a lot of really sick 2D animated stuff that did really poorly, and I don't know why. Like Atlantis, Treasure Planet, Road to El Dorado. I have like some of the newer Pixar stuff, but I don't know, the newer Disney stuff hasn't enough for me. Yeah, this might be a mistake, but I'm gonna look up recent Disney movies. I have a feeling that they're all bad. What? Oh, it brought up Disney Plus stuff too, so I saw all of these and have never heard of any of these. I want like actual movies. Oh, Thunderbolts, that's like supposed to be good, right? Compared to all the other recent Marvel stuff at least. They're coming out with a new Tron? Lots of stinkers, that's for sure. Some alright, like Avatar Way of Water. Thunderbolts was amazing. So what you're saying is that I should see it. Because I have not seen a Marvel movie since probably... No, I saw Thor Love and Thunder. Not that good. Not that good. You're excited for the upcoming Avatar? And the new Tron movie looks awesome. I really hope they pull it off well. I have not seen anything about the new Tron movie until I looked at Disney movies coming up. I'm gonna be real. I did not know about that. But I don't really consider Avatar a Disney thing because... Oh, gee. Yeah, that's true. I didn't know it was a Disney thing until I looked at this. And honestly, they might only have it on here because it's streaming on Disney+. So they might have just yoinked that. Hoppers? What is this? I don't know what this is. I don't think... Coming to theaters spring 2026. That's probably why I don't know what it is. There's a trailer for Tron. I might watch that later. Probably should not watch it during a stream though. Especially because it's a Disney property apparently. I can't take on Disney. I'd get cooked. They'd kill me. And my great grandchildren would also still be paying off whatever debt Disney imparted upon me. Also excited for Avatar. You actually like those movies? Yeah, like the Avatar movies I think were pretty good. Assuming Blue People Avatar and not like Avatar Last Airbender movies. Because the live action ones of that have been pretty poopy. Very much not good. Although, I just looked up upcoming Pixar movies, and there's going to be a Toy Story 5. Yeah, they just really like getting money. They love money. And that just keeps getting them money. So, like, they just love money. And I mean, shareholders also love money, so they say, get us more money. So they get them more money. I also haven't really been paying attention to many new movies though. Since I haven't been to a theater. Money. I don't even know what the last movie I saw in theater was. It might have been Oppenheimer, which was a banger. Literally and figuratively. I'm pretty sure that was the last thing I saw in theaters. I mean, I did see the Minecraft movie, but it was not in theaters. I missed out on the experience. I had plenty of people saying the experience, though. I didn't need to be there for that. It's been fun talking about fishy and crappy Disney movie. Gotta head out, though, y'all. Goodbye. I don't know if it's good night for you or good evening. Have a good day, Vito. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy thinking about crappy Disney movies and whatever else you take out of this, like Grouchland or whatever. The banger that was Grouchland. That I totally know more of than Huxley and Stolen Blanket. I need to give this guy a second arm. He's yes, perfect. I think there's a dog outside my door trying to get in. 1 second. Nope, they left. No dog. Stream ruined, no dog. Get them spikes in. How does this arm look so much worse? I mean, sure, you could argue it's because I've spent like 30 seconds on it compared to however long I spent on the other one. But I refuse that as an answer. Even though it is probably the true answer. But I can like complain about not getting results instantly right. That's completely reasonable and not insane. I just realized that this arm placement does not go well with having the elbow placement. Oopsies. Just don't look too far into it. And ignore that I said it was bad. It's actually really good. Should I just upload a time lapse of this stream as the daily drawing and you know, put this as the drawing? I might remove the Joker, baby. The wrong thing. Whoopsies. My bad. This hand, just finger specifically, does not make sense. Ignore that awkward pause. I do this sometimes. Because I'm a professional, definitely. Or I guess it would be expert and not professional, because this is definitely not my profession. That's good enough. You should make a time lapse of the whole thing, but make the daily drawing separate from each other. So now, do you think that I should have another daily drawing on top of this? Because that's kind of what I was thinking beforehand. Or do you mean like split up each of these into, or have one of them be a daily drawing? I'm gonna assume I have one separate. I don't know what I'm gonna do for it. I mean, I could come up with something. I got time. You know what? That's good enough for the. Actually, you know what? I lied. It's not good enough yet. Totally real and accurate eyes. Yep. Much better. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then it'll be a surprise again. Instead of just being able to watch the VOD of the stream before the art comes out to see the art. It's all coming together. Oops. I wonder how YouTube will. I guess it's not a thing with YouTube. It would just be how my editing software would appreciate doing another 3-hour to time-lapse thing. Yeah, it can probably handle it. I think it handled previous ones. And by previous ones, I mean, I think I one time did a stream into a time-lapse. I honestly don't remember. I'm sure it'll all work out. Sorry, I'm kind of going a little nonverbal. I don't know why it takes so much more brain power for me to do these little tiny, like less than half circles. But apparently it does. Probably due to lack of practice of drawing while talking. Yeah, no, that's... I'll call it good. I'll call it good. And actually stop this time. But, that guy. I hit my mic stand with the stylus. At least it wasn't the mic this time. Alright. Go in this direction. Whatever the heck this little thing is. Now what color? I mean, I guess I could do like a lighter color and then have a darker color on top, and I accidentally used the wrong brush, I think. Nope, I'm just stupid and had this thing locked because I'm stupid. There we go. Yeah, that looks noticeably better. Oh shoot, wait, I forgot the banana for scale. Banana. Sorry, that might have been really confusing for a bit there. Yeah, I completely understand. But banana. Okay, time to try to do this. What to draw, or what to attempt to draw using dark on light instead of light on dark, which I am much less practiced in. If you could not tell from the only doing lights on darks previously, not including these line drawings that I spent a whole 5 minutes on, not even. I'll come up with something. Just takes me a little bit. Yep, it's all coming together. I'm basically 95% done. Maybe closer to 90%. Actually, my confidence is waning. We're falling like below 30% done. Especially as I am not sure what I actually want the design to be. Confidence is waning. Trust the process, trust the process. That's what I gotta tell myself. It hasn't failed me yet. Except the times the process absolutely fails me. But those are rare and tend to be because I stopped working on it and not because the process actually failed me. I just get discouraged, I guess is a good way to say what I am thinking. Mostly in the design and not really with the, okay, design and current product. But it does not help that I did not have a design idea beforehand. That tends to make it go a lot smoother. I don't really know if this is going to be some weird golem thing, or like an actual robot, or some weird armor. I'm thinking of going golem, though, of some sort. Just giving off them golem-y vibes. Which base? You know, golem's kind of a cop-out, though, because I can just kind of make it what I want and just be like, yep, the mage or whatever that created this just made it like that. However, I'll take that out. I will absolutely take that out. Hi, Foggle. Welcome to the stream, now with music. Currently drawing whatever this is, golem guy thing. I'm still not 100% sure, but I'm probably going with the golem. Yep. And it has indeed been a while. It's been 5 months since my last stream. But yep, now there's music. Sorry about that. Dog came into the room. Wanted the pets. Golems are pretty interesting, I agree. Can kind of be whatever you want them to be. Which makes it very easy for me to just say that this is a golem. What else do I have planned? like nothing. I have not, like, none of this was really planned other than hitting the start stream button. But I'm probably ending within 30 minutes. And then I will do the actual daily art. Make it so you can't just, don't get a little spoilers. And the stream already had 4 somewhat on the level of the daily art. And some of it was better than some of the daily arts that I have made, at least in my opinion. Because sometimes I don't have much time, and sometimes my ideas just aren't that good. I do not need to be this zoomed out. I heard Mr. Zan is coming over. Mr. Zan. I have no news of Mr. Zan. Sorry, I'm like going nonverbal right now. I don't know why. Other than thinking of anatomy, even though I am not thinking that hard about it. So it's probably like not good, but I said I wouldn't use a reference, and I will continue to not use a reference. Apparently I don't take my computer. I won't let anyone take my computer. I need this. It's very important. And if you want more streams, better hope I keep this computer. Integral to my streamingness. Love the black and white color scheme. Think it's very cool. Thank you, thank you. And it is the most original color scheme. Although I might add more to it depending on how far I get in this before I have to go. Mostly in reflections and stuff. Because right now, kind of flat. What's the golem's name, by the way? Seems pretty interesting. See, that's the trick. I don't know. See, I'm actually very bad at names. So I don't come up with them until, like, I'm done with the art piece. So, I mean, if you want to name them, go ahead. Nothing obscene, though. I'll veto the obscene stuff. And also, YouTube Auto Mod might ban Untitled. You know what? You're so right. Untitled is a perfect name. I wasn't going to say it, but we were all thinking it. Hi, baby bingus. Hover. Now, is that as the name of the golem? Stone number 1 is so creative. That's true. You know, I'm so glad that everyone here is so creative with names. You guys are just like me, for real, for real. Nah, 10 times more creative. So not just like me. Me when I die. You know, just gotta trust the process. Just gotta trust the process. This is. It'll all turn out just fine. It's the #1 stone mug. No. I was gonna say, now how's he gonna hold a mug? Because I put his arms in such a not mug-holdy position, but he's got this. This mug is not turning out good. I will fix that. Attempt to. I'm flubbing it. I guess I'll use the brush that actually, like, makes mug good. The mug brush. Mug brush, sponsored by Mug Root Beer. Root beer. Yep. Perfect. I mean, it doesn't. Hold on. This is off. Mirroring. #1 stone. I'm trying to write as if it was wrapped around the mug. This, well, you know, I tried. Maybe he'll have an opening in his face eventually. Hopefully. Just ignore how it's backwards right now. This is mirrored, guys. It's actually, it's fine. It's because I'm a big mirrored fan. I just love mirroring my artwork. It's kind of awesome. And definitely not something that I do way too much. Time for... I guess if you could just have like a face that opens up rather than like just a hole. Although showing that it opens up might be a bit more difficult. Unless hinges? Just gotta trust the process. Just gotta trust the process. I'll get there eventually for you. He'll surely get there. Just takes a bit. Just like me remembering anatomy stuff might take a bit sometimes. Random question: would he throw me across the room if he were to meet up? If you and him were to meet up, would he throw you across the room? Depends. Are you gonna like hurt a villager that goes like, huh, huh, huh. Like if you hurt one of those, probably. Or if you're like an undead creature of the night, then also probably. Or like a weird green creature that explodes. Or a giant spider. Also might throw you across the room. Or you're like one of the villagers but evil with a crossbow. Absolutely, like you're absolutely evil. Or you would absolutely hurt some guy going like, huh, huh, huh. Make him go, pow, 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 pow. That'd be messed up. And then he'd absolutely throw you across the room. I gave him too many fingers on this hand after I gave the other hand 3. Oopsies. I was not paying attention good enough to my own design. It happens. Yeah, I was like the voice actor for the villagers. I don't know how this mic picks it up, but I have been told that like it sounds exactly like the actual villagers in real life. How many times I've done that for real? How many times you've like hurt people going like, huh, huh, huh. Or how many times you've been like an undead creature of the night. Or both, I guess. Eventually saying trust the process enough will make it like, make me trust it, right? Trust the process, trust the process. Because right now I'm still not really feeling it with this one. But I can't just delete it. They're all launching me. And that would be disrespectful to this golem's family that exists. Yeah. That is the real... Looks like he's giving me some good iron. No! And instead of a poppy, he'll just drop a mug. Honestly, though, trying to take him out for the mug might be worth it. The mug enjoyer. Maybe make yourself some armor and tools. Gonna make yourself armor and tools out of his corpse to then raid the people that he was protecting. This is truly a sad moment. Ooh, give a little sword to me. Wait a second. Like, hand over or like stab into my body, you know? Two very different things, and one of them I think would be chill and cool, and the other one I would not think would be chill and cool. So I hope it's the chill and cool one. Have coffee with him. Wood? Coffee's pretty acidic. I'm not sure how much a golem would like coffee. Maybe more of a tea kind of guy. Then again, I don't know. You won't get that moment. No! Or tea, yeah, yeah. So brutal. on a warpath. Just gotta trust the process. Yep. I don't know why my mind doesn't like adding darks to lights as much as adding lights to darks. I don't know. Just feels like it doesn't turn out as good to me. Maybe it's just a me thing. Hey. Foggle, you can't be threatening people by colored creatures, but you know, gotta make it more original. Yeah. Originality is cool, but also it's illegal on the internet. Post anything, there will be one person that will say something like, "This reminds me of this one thing." I know from experience. Okay, it's not every time, but it's a decent amount of times. I still feel like this design is lacking. You know, and it might be the giant shoulder pad thingies that are not balanced out at all in the legs. That might do it. Getting Dutch Bros right now. Ironic. What? The Dutch Bros. Also, most of the time when I plead the fifth on how old I am. Old enough to have a YouTube account without having to fake my age. Old enough to remember Grouchland. Even though I did not watch that when it came out. So I plead the fifth. I do plead the fifth. The fifth is pretty cool. I also just like, I don't care too much for these arms, which is probably not a good thing, since that I feel is a lot of what the design is. It's just these arms. So, yikes. If for real. Maybe I could do a weird head shape. Don't know how much longer you plan on streaming, but I'll run to the bank, so I'll get back. Okay, I am probably likely going to not be streaming by the time you get back. I plan on ending within 20 minutes. What would this golem's main enemy when put up against other creatures of yours? Like off the top of my head, probably one of the weird spider creatures that I've done, like Sprawl, or maybe one of the half spider people things that I don't remember the names of. One of them might have just been arachnid or arachnoid. I'm gonna say Sprawl is number 1. Or maybe like Chatterbox. See you later. Probably have to duke it out with Chatterbox. I could not tell you which days those are though, because I don't remember the days. Chatterbox might have been during October though. Once you've killed them. That's true. Aren't you trying to kill this golem? That's not very nice. Girl's just chilling there with ginormous shoulders and mug. And like arms I'm still thinking about. Like that I don't care for them much kind of thinking. I just gotta keep saying, trust the process, right? Be the drink. I don't think Baby Bingus would be the drink that the golem is drinking. Just a hunch. I'm quite sure they wanted to drink tea or coffee with the golem. Maybe leather too. Hmm? Yeah, I don't think I'm really going to finish this golem design, at least at this rate, in the time I want to end the stream at. So let's look back at the greatest hits, like the other things I did during the stream, and not the golem. Of not getting finished. Is the blue guy friendly? He might be friendly. Just so you know, for the blue guy, here's a banana for scale for him. So, like, this banana for scale is for this guy. So like this one is for that guy. Here's a banana for scale for the dragon. Here's a banana for scale for this green guy. So, you know, I mean, does that answer how friendly they are? No, it does not. But does it tell you something about them that could imply friendliness or indifference? I think so. Once again, I'm not too sure on my decision to make this head weird shaped, but trust the process. It will definitely turn out for sure. You love banana. Give me those bananas. You need golden banana for scale. That's true. I should definitely make a golden banana for scale before any stream. So if that's how big the cup is, say like yay big. Banana. Very interesting questions being asked right now. 1 inch. Oops. One inch tall in relation to banana for scale. Interesting, interesting. Yes, I just don't know about this guy. Unless maybe if I don't know about this already. I should not have tried a new thing. Big mistake. Ignore how I'm continuing to do the thing that I just said was a big mistake. It won't work out, I'm sure. But for sure, it'll definitely work out. It's like a twisted metal or something. You're saying that the golem is probably in kissing range? That is interesting. Alright, honestly, not too bad. Better than I thought it was turning out to be. Sure. If you add ore to his back, now that could be interesting. Up. Kind of hard to do up with that weird head I gave him. Like the details, those arm details. Yeah, they definitely turned out a lot better than I thought they were going to. Now, I should probably look up, like, what the heck iron ore actually looks like, and not just have the image of Minecraft iron ore in my head, but I refuse. It's getting, like, weird crystals or something. Some onyx, because it's gray. Ignore how I just said onyx is gray and not onyx, but I'm using gray. How can I make these look even more crystally minerally? Geometric shapes, of course. Yep, I definitely know what I'm doing. Yep. Yeah, no, I definitely know what I'm doing for sure. Yep. I could definitely add some more crystals or things. Thanks for making them look more appealing. Orange some iron too. More appealing, like the banana appealing. Sorry. Uncalled for. It's just I looked over at the banana for scale and you said appealing. So like my brain just put the two and two together. And yes, I know that the appealing is spelled differently than how it would be if it was used in a pun, but it's too late. There's more arm detailing. I can actually put it on the other one, even though I was kind of alright with the other arm. And I was really only not happy with the one I am currently working on. I won't say left or right because I'm going to flip it after I say the thing, eventually. Appealing banana. It's true. Or I'm sorry, appealing banana. I wouldn't want to misquote you. And you know, honestly, banana might be more accurate because they're one solid color and not the whole banana of having brown or green. I can do that. Have you heard of Kara? Is Kara the social media for artists that is like Twitter, but you know, for artists and run by artists? Because if it is that, I technically have an account and I opened it once, posted nothing, closed it, and have never opened it since. So I'm pretty sure I got the username MyProcrastinationFix. I'm pretty sure, but you know, that's it. I have not used it or looked at it. Mostly because I don't like the layout of the site. Like, I just don't like that Twittery layout. I was hoping for more of a gallery type layout, I guess. Where rather than having a scrolling list of posts, it's like if you were to visit someone's page, it would be a grid, I guess. I don't know. I just like images. I don't care too much about words that go with the image, except like as a description of the image and not as a post itself as much. This is the me using DeviantArt talking. Ignore how there are text posts on there. I'm just talking about, like, I like them being split up from the image posts. I don't know. Personal preference, I guess. These legs kind of just look like they're padded legs now. Whatever. It is what it is. Probably just add these lines to this arm and then we'll probably be done. I think there is an area like that, but I get it if you don't like it. If there is an area like that, I might look back into it, but I don't know. I guess I will see. No promises. They also, like, nightshade the art that is posted there, don't they? Automatically as it's posted. Get away from the AI. Fair. You should visit that one funny area. That could mean so many things. Too many implications. Go on with the mysterious spaceships. Space? One with the alien theories. I imagine you're talking about some sort of social media, but I don't know. Reddit, but it's like r/conspiracy theories. Ended up being okay. The golem, I mean? Area 3. Oh, that place. Yeah. No, the hype for going in there kind of died down a while ago. Sorry. No Naruto running in there for me. And he is definitely holding this mug very firmly and not like really poorly with one finger and one thumb. Maybe two fingers. And this other hand can suffer, I guess. It will not get as much attention as the other hand, even though it's not like the other hand is much better. Just a smidge. It's because he loves it. He does love the mug. It's the #1 stone mug. In stores now. Yep. Definitely in stores and near you. For the low price of all the money in your wallet. And on any cards in your wallet. you'd wager this golem could box most of your other creatures. If they had to use the rules of actual boxing, yeah, probably. But if you mean just literally fighting, I don't know about that. I mean, I guess you could fight them. Winning, though, might be difficult against a lot of them. Would buy #1 stone mug. It'll keep your tea and or coffee and or other drinks warm and or cold, depending on how you put them in. Oops. This is off. Well, I think that I am going to end it here. Yeah. So thank you all for watching, stopping by for the surprise stream. And I will be posting this image into the Discord soon-ish. So thank you everyone for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, 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 bye.